What's up, guys? Cody your day here to talk about why the New York rework sucks and is actually worse than the old one. So, the New York just is bad. And in terms of why he's bad, there's pretty much the main reason is the major flaws with the old York they didn't fix. And now there's also new flaws with it too. So, one of Yorrick's old strengths was that he was a major lane bully, and it was really frustrating to play against a Yorrick. It was a really boring lane because a lot of times it was just you kind of sitting back and farming under tower. Because what Yorrick would do he just would summon a bunch of ghouls, and there was nothing you could do about it. His ghouls would attack you, he would sustain from them, and he would just kind of live forever and be a nuisance. But then later on in the game, he wouldn't really be able to contribute much in a team fight because he kind of has to get up close to fight. So Yorrick ended up having to build a mix of damage and tank, and it was weird. He also, like, the old Yorrick build was Manamune with a black spear, and he had a Iceborne gauntlet to go with that, so that way he could slow people once he finally got on them. But he didn't really deal damage at all. Didn't really do much when it came to a team fight. His most useful aspect was that he could ult somebody. Now, the New York lacks sustain in lane. That is number one. He does not have sustain. His Q does give him some health back. However, it's as much sustain as what frickin' Aatrox or Renekton would have. Really, it's nothing special. Okay. Yorrick also has very small windows, not necessarily small, but very visible windows to trade. Pretty much, the New York is all centered around his graves, and he's only gonna go in when he has 3 graves. He's not gonna fight you if he doesn't have 3 graves, and you can just, watch to see, like, oh, he's got 3 graves. Let me not stand around his graves, and I'll be fine. Like, it's very simple and straightforward how to just lane against the Yorrick. So Yorrick's just gonna be, like, it's just silly. Because you can't just summon ghouls on top of your face now. Now it's, like, super obvious and super easy to kind of play around them. That's just... It's just like... There's just so little point now. Yorrick's W, first off, it's delayed, so that's already bad. Then second off, it only takes 2 hits to get rid of. Yorrick's W is the wall, by the way. This is a terrible ability. Sure, allies can move through it and whatnot, but like an ADC is gonna ram through this. It's not gonna stop anybody. In a team fight, it's just like, oh, it's up, let me, in team fight it caused a little bit of disruption, but it just doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really feel like it does anything. So, honestly, it's pointless. It's just so silly. His old W slowed. I feel like that's much better since it's an instant summon on anything. It would have just been a ton better. For Yorrick's E, that's just to make his Q somewhat better. It doesn't really do much anything. And Yorrick's ult is just a complete waste. Yorrick's new ult summons his little ghost bride thing. It doesn't do anything. It's great for split pushing. as his champion spotlight will tell you, that is like the only thing that it's good for. Aside from that though, why is it even in the game? Honestly. It is just a better banner command. That is literally all it is. It has no use in a team fight. And like in this champion spotlight, they make their whole premise on the ult is like, oh yeah, you can put it in a side lane and, you know, try to cause a team fight and hope that your team wins the team fight and that your ult can go and take a tower for you. But in reality, it's like, no, you can't win a team fight with Yorrick, especially now since he has less damage in a team fight, and he doesn't have an ult which will just give somebody second life almost. He doesn't have those things. So he's worse in a team fight now. It's like he's only like half a player. So it's a 4.5 versus a 5. The only one that's gonna win, like the only way that the team with Yorrick's gonna win is if they're already ahead. So yeah, the new Yorrick is very bad, super bad. I'll just go over the points again. Used to be a really good lane bully. Now he's not that much of a lane bully anymore. He used to have somewhat decent ability to fight in a team fight. Now he has none of that. Because the new Yorrick is centered around his Graves, and you can't get Graves in the middle of a fight. Unless, you know, you're winning, and then if you're winning, then, like, why bother? Like, you could have been playing anybody and be winning at that point. The Yorrick's issues are still that he's a terrible team fighter. He can't do anything outside of the landing phase. He just doesn't have any damage to, and his kit was just hard to manage in terms of a balance state. And they've gone from one bad kit to another bad kit. That is all they've done. They just need to accept the fact that the theme for the kit is bad. They just need to accept that fact, get rid of it altogether, and try again. Because they've been putting this off for years now, and they give us something that's not even workable. And it's honestly worse than what we had before. Yeah, that's Riot for you. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below about the new Yorrick, and whether you think it was an improvement or not. Honestly, I still feel like just give up on the champ. I feel like they just need to give up on the champion, give me back my old Yorrick, because they don't know what they're doing, and Riot does a bad job of admitting that they don't know what they're doing, and they'll just try to force whatever they want onto players. So yeah, it is what it is though. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe if you did, and see y'all in the next one. Thanks.